The Wingate Hotel in Illinois captured ghosts in 2003 on security camera footage. What do you think?
It's a ghost.
In September of 2003, security camera footage in the Wingate Hotel in Illinois captured something freaky.
If I was on the second floor and I heard this, I'd be freaked out.
It's a blood-curdling scream.
Yeah, I don't know how you to describe it. And the only thing that I don't understand, like real quick, right off the bat, if you're watching the security footage,
Sure.
right? There is no sound in security camera footage.
No.
Like there's no built-in mic to these things. And back in 2003, if this was captured, in 2003, or when it was shared on YouTube in 2012 on a YouTube channel, which shows a screaming ghost leaving room 209 in the Wingate Hotel in Illinois, how did they get sound from this? That's the only thing that kind of throws me off from the very beginning of this video, even though
we want unedited videos, we want to see the full length of everything like that. We do always say that. This shows 3 minutes of unedited, what appears to be a screaming ghost inside of a hotel room.
What's going on, John? There's no one checked into that room.
I really like the video because it is unedited. You have this security footage in a hotel, so there's tons of cameras. We all know that hotels have tons of cameras all over the place,
They do.
which is awesome. And this will give us a great opportunity to capture something, whether it is, a theft, murder, a ghost leaving a building, Bigfoot running around, whatever it may be. This would be a place to capture if paranormal stuff was actually going on. And we have this guy, John, a security guard, right? I guess he's a security guard, maintenance worker.
That's what they say.
Yeah, he was called by the hotel manager or somebody else on the walkie-talkie. And then we get this audio from it. And this is where it kind of, all right, it was shared on YouTube. We know that in 2012. So did they edit the video with the actual security footage and then also the audio from his walkie-talkie?
I would assume so. I mean, picking up where he gets off the elevator on the second floor and he's walking down to room 209, right before, probably within 5 or 10 feet, you could hear the scream come over the radio. And he kind of pauses and stops. It looks kind of freaked out. The hotel manager or the front desk person was like, hey, we're going to call the cops. Wait for the cops. And he was like, no, I'm going to go in. I don't know. As a maintenance worker, I don't know. If I was him in his situation, I don't know if I would go in because somebody's screaming.
Well, yeah, the manager's on the radio. You hear him saying, John, don't go in. Wait for backup. Wait for people. We're calling the police, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And then he goes in himself. Yeah, see, this is where it gets a little fishy. I want to believe it, man.
I really do too.
It really is great audio, and then the story that's behind it when he actually opens up the door and goes in, and he's like, dude, the lights are on, the carpet's ripped up, everything's overturned, the shower's on,
Yep.
and then you get this priceless footage. An apparition, a ghost, whatever, a spirit entity,
Yeah, it looks like
something
a mist
paranormal.
walk out of the room. As soon as he walks in, there's a mist that comes out of the room and the light flickers and it kind of walks down the hallway.
Yeah, and how did they get that light to flicker in the hallway?
That's
Was that
another
the only
thing, yeah. That if this is not real and it's faked and it's the production value on this hoax is very good. The mist walks out and the light flickers.
Well, yeah, we were also saying too, and you pointed this out, you've been to a lot more hotels than I have. When he goes into the room, if he went all the way into the room
Yes.
and not just at the door holding the door never shuts.
The door never shuts. Even when he backs out of the room,
Yeah, the door doesn't shut.
The door doesn't shut. So something was holding that door open.
Yeah, what is that? Because it's a
Every
security
ho-
feature,
yeah,
right?
Every hotel door shuts, right behind you for security reasons.
Whether because of fire or anything else, theft,
Yeah.
somebody trying to come in.
I don't know what the reasoning behind it is, but he said he went in the room, the carpet was ripped up, all the furniture was turned over, and the shower was on.
Some ghost was taking a shower.
And another thing to point out in this video too, you see other angles throughout the hotel, like the pool, other hotels, the elevator. The only thing is they had a camera right outside of room 209. I've never seen that in hotels. Maybe this is an older hotel and maybe they do have that, but I've seen them on the ends of the hotel.
Yeah, they're always
they're
at some type of point, right?
Yeah,
they're always where the elevator meets the hallway. There'll be a camera there.
Or
There'll be
where the
at the end,
stairwell
right?
is.
And there's always or the vending machine, something like that. They're never at a hotel door. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know, in that hallway at 209, is there some type of also like egress type thing
maybe
or
another
stairwell?
hallway, maybe.
But then why wouldn't he come up that hallway?
Exactly. And then another thing to point out too, which I did notice after watching the original video that was shared, camera inside the elevator shakes a lot. So I don't know if it was a camera that was set up or that it was loose. I'm not really sure.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that.
But it kind of looks kind of weird to me.
When we first saw this video and we were looking at it, listening to it, I was blown away. I was like, holy shit.
It's very freaky.
How do you explain this? Like, how do you really explain it? But then the more you dive into it and the more you look at it, like you said, the shaking camera in the elevator,
Yep.
you know, you have the camera right outside the door.
The door not shut.
The door not shutting, you know, like the guy here screaming, sounds like someone's getting murdered.
It really does.
Or like beat to death. You're gonna go in there and just you're with your walkie-talkie and your keys.
Yeah,
like he has nothing in there.
Up
You
the
know, like he
cops.
has nothing on him. What is he gonna do if there is an altercation?
Maybe hit him with a flashlight. He does have a flashlight.
And then a lot of people say this guy Turner Clay
Correct. That's another thing.
is a filmmaker.
I mean, his picture does look very similar to the guy that's getting off the elevator. But he didn't become a filmmaker till what? Like, I don't know, I guess a couple years after the video was shared. So
Yeah, but
maybe this was his first like foray into like this kind of thing.
Right. He could put this on his resume and says, hey, I'm a night security guy. You know, there's nothing going on. Like I could take this footage,
Correct.
right? Almost like a Paranormal Activity, Blair Witch type thing, and say, hey, if I take all this, splice it together, and then I add this sound into it where there's like this ghost screaming, and then I put flickering lights and maybe a mist comes out, like people are going to freaking believe it.
I mean, it does look very realistic. It really does. Like to get the light to flicker as soon as the ghost walks out, because we always do say, or everyone does say in any of these ghost shows that you watch, like the entity or the, you know, the spirit or whatever you want to call has to draw energy from somewhere to manifest itself.
Right.
So the light flickering does, you know, make kind of sense in that aspect.
Well, yeah, another thing too, like when he walks in this room, he has his flashlight. Why doesn't he turn on the lights? Do the lights not work? He never says it in the moment.
I mean, usually like the lights that are on like the table or the nightstand or the thing do work with the light switch. However, there is usually a light that's right in the hallway right when you first open up the door.
Yeah, see, that's another thing too. Like you're going into this room, it's
Maybe
pitch
he was
black.
so freaked out that he didn't want to turn on the lights. I don't know.
Bullshit, you're not that freaked out if you're actually going into a screaming ghost or altercation room. Like you can't be that scared if you're like, I'm not waiting for backup, I'm going right in.
What kind of a ghost rips up the carpet?
Yeah, see, that's another thing too. Like
I've never heard of that before.
I've heard it like moving furniture, but not like flipping over furniture. Like maybe it's a demonic thing, but then we can go stay in this room and see if anything happened. What does it happen once a year? Never again? Because we never heard any reports.
No, nothing
after
ever
this.
again. No.
I don't know, man. It's a cool ghost story.
It is a cool
I
ghost
love
story.
the audio, and if it was put together for some type of like production value or something like that, it's freaking awesome.
It is freaking awesome, and it's a great way to start off the Halloween season sharing this ghost story. I really wish it was real. Back when we first saw it 4 years ago, I really did think it was real, but
You were gullible back then.
diving deeper into this, I'm going to say it was fake.
We changed our mind from when we first, you know, discussed this and we were talking about it. And then now it's like, damn, when you really look at it, it might have been like this guy's first production value type of scare for the Halloween season.
Either way, it was done great. You know?
Yeah, it really was. I don't know. So we're both giving it thumbs down, false.
Thumbs down.
I don't know. Listen to the full video yourself. Let us know what you think. Is this guy faking this stuff for his own production value? Trying to be a movie star? Or is it real? Do ghosts really exist? Do ghosts really rip up carpets?
I don't think so.
Anyway, let us know your thoughts. Share it in the comments below. Like, share this video for the Halloween season, as well as visit nightmare365.com for all of our latest shows, information, P.O. Box, contact info, and visit our shop.
Shop.
We got tons of teas there.
Not this one.
Not
but
this one.
We do have cool ones on the shop.
We definitely do. So thank you for tuning in, and until next time,
Stay spooky.
talking to the mic, it's the best thing you can do for the show.
Do.
Is this a CrossFit shirt?
Oh, just USA.
Just red, white, and blue?
Love you, USA. Are you ready?
No, I'm actually not.
Good.
Was that your stomach? I don't know if I hit record.
Seriously?
No, I hit record.
Are you ready?